I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Oh no, I'm going to fall into the sea.
Dia dapat deh. Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kembali lagi bersama saya Firdaus Adi Nugroho. Aku harus pakai stick ini.
10,000 ways.
Oke. Lu ngaco ini. Oh,
I'm always your decky.
ngaco kau, ngaco. Oke. Kembali lagi bersama saya Firdaus Adi Nugroho. Mungkin aku udah lama nggak live di YouTube ya, karena emang kemarin lagi sibuk main Little Nightmare. Sekarang baru live lagi di YouTube Genshin Impact. Seperti biasa kita mau menggabut Ria, lanjutin quest story. Mungkin quest story kayak ada si harian, kayak quest harian, serah lah, yang penting kita main game dulu. Asik. Gak enak ya pakai stick nih. Lupa aku ini. Aduh, satu ZHONGLI apa ya? Story deh. ZHONGLI. Kisah mana cai? Goyang-goyang masa lampau. Oleh bisa ning kono piye carane, Cok? Terus kemana jalan ya? Nah, di sini deh. Teleport aja deh. Golden House. Jauh amat ya. Telat ini sticknya. Harus naik. Belum terbiasa. Cek stamina dulu nih. Aduh, agak dikit cok. Astaga. Nanti saja kalau ingin ada di depan. Iya kan aku pengen enggak Rona loh cok. Kayak no ikut deh nelayan sing iso nganter deh. Aku kok lupa. Aku lupa. Di pelabuhan ada yang bisa nganter sebenarnya. Apa kita harus nyebrang ke situ? Loh, masih tidak terarah. Kayak ini deh.
One dish away from
Bukan ding. Tidak sangat ada. Duduklah. Baru mulai. Gimana itu? Apa? Nelayan. Oh ini loh coy. Aduh, ping hai. Ingin mengkerjakan kamu lebih mencari pelaut yang ini. Malah Rono coy. Zhongli udah ada di sini nih. Zhongli.
Oh, I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views. We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
Mora pertama.
First more?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade. Today,
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance, for example, perhaps the Qixing.
No. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing.
See.
Mora is a catalyst. This we all, the world's first Mora would know. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original...
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read.
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply. Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to the world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable.
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
Daripada aku tidak ada yang lebih baik dari dia lagi.
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag.
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to...
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant, if not because...
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than more?
Kamu seperti sedang membicarakan ke seorang lain.
I mean, I am talking about Rex.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of some help.
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir.
Oke. Salto dimulai. Untuk saltonya silahkan cek quest. Harus ke atas juga. Set up. One yan.
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So your argument just now exhibited a cuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't... So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to...
What?
This bit of history is a long...
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
No, it's just...
Ya.
Over here, Mr. ZHONGLI. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all...
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise, Hymon's reporting you to the Millilith.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all... I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang...
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the...
Of course you would be such a reasonable man.
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience.
Wait, this is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of...
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find...
Hey, Paimon's good at that too.
Well, that is quite enticing. All right, then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better.
Yuk, kita lihat dulu di mana data letaknya. Oh, ternyata terlalu jauh.
place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Huh? Hyman thinks it looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all. And
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here. Pierced after many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have... So besides wind erosion, the initial
well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was
Indeed. This is where most of the objects from that time were lost.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be, rich with archaeological knowledge? Well,
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here.
Yep.
The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental
Aduh,
marks.
posisiku nggak enak
Following
banget.
them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
So kan, gak enak nganggo stick iki.
With swords and shadows. Speed of light.
Kurang menurutku, aku gak bisa cepet.
Goba, get them!
Gak bisa cepet pergantian. Gak bisa cepet. Gak bisa cepat ini pakai stick. Ntar, nak pakai keyboard. Nak pakai keyboard ya. Aduh. Tak ganti pengaturan dulu aku.
In adventuring as
Keyboard aja enak. In dulu. Matiin saja ininya. Oke.
you always
Anak gemes. Aku minta. Yuk.
Into the fire!
don't blink. Hey, nowhere to hide.
Incoming!
Oh. Coba pernah aku.
Speed of light!
Oh. Oke.
Why are there enemies here?
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Pachinko. Ganteng.
Nice and spicy.
Bagus. Cocotnya.
Good night, Shun. Speed of light.
Dulu.
Don't blink. Loba, get them. Incoming.
Kamu main-main.
Don't blink.
Siap. Jingkong. Bajingkong. Ini bajingkong ini. Mana?
Don't blink.
Bajingkong. Keset bajingkong. Apa habis?
Someone needs assistance.
Bajingkong. Males. Buta kok.
Someone needs assistance.
Atau masak buta. Kayak
They're gathering together here. But why?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly
panas coy.
the hydromoon. I have a contract. I must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relics.
Oke. Apa ya, level 70 coy.
Right.
Ulah motor. Cocotnya. Level 70 men.
Get them.
Level ini. Level gue lagi kayak gitu. Modar kayak. Bernager karpet gue.
Steady as stone.
Sebentar. Terus emang ada ilik.
Got lucky that time.
Aduh ya, tuh. Tuh, gongnya kok. Tak, sokong.
Into the fire! Get them!
It's just a stone slab,
Oh,
but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
huh? Ya. Ambilinnya dulu.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world happened?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be...
I mean, isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able... Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the overlord of the vortex. But they have nothing. The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern.
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yeah. Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants?
Not at all. My quest won't cover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense. I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's...
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber.
Ah, I see. What a shame. It was of such high...
See? You do want to sell these objects!
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so simple. All right, then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the god of salt, too, actually. Let's go to Saltarai next.
Kemana? Kenapa jauh sekali? Harus dibersihin dulu ya ini.
Someone needs assistance.
Yo. Aduh, males aku men.
Someone needs
its assistance.
Jangan ke situ. Waya. Sihir. Tidak kenal.
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, they're sure.
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed, but this legend has been around for ages.
About that, I know. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break this. I found a mechanism that's... So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of Salt.
Di saat ini asal muasal cycle membukanya topik yang sangat penting dalam penelitian tentang jawaban.
I don't know. There's no concrete evidence. But I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The god of Salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of Salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them.
You weren't listening at all, were you? Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can...
But we have the illustrious Mr. ZHONGLI with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. ZHONGLI...
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan...
Okay, since Mr. ZHONGLI says so.
Cok, Molondine. Kemana lagi mereka? Ya Allah, muter-muter terus. Oke.
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of Salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed.
Okay.
See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north, all desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddle?
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And to provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War. At that time, with the chaotic, and that haven she eventually found is right here.
How sad then. In the end, this peaceful
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue...
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north.
Selatan, timur.
With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
Sulit dan dekatnya. Ya.
Nice and spicy. Speed of light.
Oke.
Don't blink.
Gue sih molor malah ya. Nggak pakai aneh. Oke, kecek coy. Iya. Aduh. Ikuti terus di ZHONGLI. Tak. Tianheng di selatan. Kedua terletak pada pertanyaan ini. Tianheng sangat sulit menemukan sebuah kedamaian. Tak mudeng.
Incoming. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. What a bountiful harvest.
Oke.
Race you. Speed of light.
Yang ini apa lagi? Set. Selatan, timur, barat. Ini digital ya.
Don't blink.
Jianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Coba lagi. Hei. Utara itu. Cok.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Ini utara. Ini utara. Utara ke paling terakhir. Selatan, timur, tenggara, selatan. Oke. Selatan siap. Di utara. Selatan terus Timur sebelah kanan. Oke.
Speed of light.
Utara paling terakhir. Oke.
Don't blink.
What's this? Oh kan? Itu terbuka. Oke.
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time.
Anjir, hampir ada tanda.
Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between...
Okay.
I propose you to agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This will just be between you all.
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity like this up so easily!
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this amateur archaeologist? No,
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind by the god of salt.
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer... You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay then, even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the...
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. I just have... If we discover the truth behind the god of salt, you must judge it fairly. Even if the
I can accept this. Well then.
Well done. Well done. Wow. Kita buka dulu ini. Tekan untuk mengikuti. Set.
Ooh,
Wonderful. Tidak ada lagi. Oke.
Someone needs assistance.
Mengerikan.
Leave it all to me.
Lula, get them! Speed of light! Don't blink!
Biar berenang.
No, my sword.
Kak menang.
Speed of light!
Oke. Lumayan coy. Tekor lapis di sini. Perlapis doang. Lah.
I'll catch up.
Oke, cop. Misteri garam. Garam ada misterinya, coy. Oke. Saya kepake Q ini, coy. ZHONGLI, coy.
Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
ZHONGLI, coy.
Come this way.
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
Quake!
Aí só o ZHONGLI, coy.
Crumble!
Incoming.
Oh, bagus ZHONGLI emang naik.
Quake!
Oke. Naik, yuk. Apa ini? Oh.
Look at this! It's filled halfway with salt.
It just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is all...
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt.
Finally, after all that effort, I've found precious treasure. I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags. I can sell it in...
Hey! How can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a...
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find will belong to Miss Wanyan.
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than this rare...
Since we have a contract, it's no...
Then let's move on, shall we?
Ayo kita lanjut. Apa itu? Ah, iya. Oke.
Solidify.
Jancuk kurang undik rono cuk. Itu kan asu. Leledan yang kena jatuh ya.
Quake.
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be...
This, if I remember correctly...
Indeed. But the god of salt, when you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
What? That's even better than the salt chalice!
Well then, according to our contract, the salt ruler goes to Miss Wanyan.
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of the stick? And this girl has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Oh boy, here we go again.
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, ones who break their contracts,
That is one of your Liyue gods. I
will suffer the wrath of the rock.
Oke.
Pay your dues. Right. Order guide. Crumble.
Speed of light! Cut to the chase!
Boba, get them! Race you!
As a good knight should.
Can't run from death.
Gak ketok.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
Oh, darn you! Just you wait.
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so
Ini
long.
sendewa berakhir. Baru kalau tidak menjadi serangan seperti dia memang.
Yeah, good thing Paimon can smell a liar from a mile away.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other things that when people see the object of their dreams, how I think we should be honest with each other.
Huh? Be honest.
That in truth, not a single member of this art.
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in, I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between...
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Oh, right. Now that you mention it,
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. We hate him. But this is Morax, so I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his head. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must.
Naturally, of course. But come with me. All the
Oh. Buka peti. Mau peti ini kena. Gak bisa, coy. Wow. Sudah dapat. Oh, DULU.
Right, Pip? It's fine. I must have no
Quake! I will have order.
Sabar. Hindi wong itu. Yo, kok mau ramai kata BP ya.
Leave it all to me.
Right! Quake! Crumble!
I must leave no stone unturned. Witness the power of Zohar.
nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
Iya, terus. Jangan apa gitu.
This is a sword? Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the god of salt had to fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, the power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the salt chalice, and if we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the god of
It does look like something left behind after being...
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true, but Clement is no longer...
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true.
This logic!
Zhongli, she seems like a good person.
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the god of salt can... No matter what, I must be faithful to her. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided?
Zhongli!
That is to say, you consign your...
That's okay. The god of salt gave up her life to punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. As punishment, I will tell you...
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and but Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggression. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands.
No.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade?
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but
Murder weapon? No, that's not true. That can't be true.
as I said before, I only stick.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morak.
Hey! Come back!
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find...
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt and betrayal.
Wah,
What are all these?
ini apa?
What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then.
Wah, lama. Mati salvo. Karena di sini sekarang hanya tersisa putri dan karam saja. Hah? Ini harus kemana ini? Garam doang.
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain, those who could not flee, were thus those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased, but they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted...
Even if this must be a lie, a false history, all of it, don't you dare try to shake my faith!
Alah. Iman.
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time.
This is the price she must pay.
Dia bilang hal yang
Yet,
buruk.
judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply, indeed, in ages past, have faith in a god who has already passed will do. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also. All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me and take...
Huh? What?
Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Teman lama. Wow. Pergi ke Kuyon Forest. Wait. Dan saudara dewa yang menguasai Inazuma. Kapal itu. Set. Aduh, mantap bos. Kita isi dulu stamina-nya. Terus. Tuh aja. Kaget aku. Jingan anak. Iku cahaya apa jenenge? Aku peti. ZHONGLI.
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler, to leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming. I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such...
ZHONGLI.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat.
Sounds like tough work.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the...
As I said before, this is the place. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
Wah, mantap jiwa. Keren sih story.